All right, what's up and welcome back. As you know, it's your man Go Head John, and we are continuing on with our Bartesian's Gin Collection series, where we are going through all of the pods that Bartesian has in their gin collection, trying them, giving our ratings and reviews on them, and then we're going to give our overall rating of the entire collection of each spirit. And right now we are on the gin collection. We are halfway through this collection. They only had 8 different pods in their gins, so we've already done 4. But you only see 3 glasses here. Reason being, well, the final 4 that we have are the Southside, the Raspberry Ginger Gimlet, and the Uptown Rocks. And then the 4th one will be the Sugar Plum Fairy. But if you've been following me or watching any of my videos within the last month, we know that the Sugar Plum Fairy was featured in the 12 Days of Bartesian Advent Calendar. And thus, we've already done a review on that. Spoiler alert, that was probably my favorite pod within that entire series there. So we've already just recently done a review on that one, so we don't need to go ahead and do that one again. So these are our remaining 3. These are the ones that we're going to do. We're going to do something a little bit different. It shouldn't affect anything with how we've been rating things very much. But newsflash to me, obviously I've been living under a rock. I didn't even know about this, but apparently January is considered dry January, in which case people are abstaining from drinking alcoholic beverages, starting off the year that way for health reasons and blah, 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 blah. Apparently this has been a thing for like over a decade, starting over in the UK. Again, I'm just now finding out about it. But with that being said, as you know, the Bartesian does have different levels of alcohol that you can, or spirits, that you can pour into your cocktails. And one of those levels is 0, aka mocktail. I haven't even used the mocktail feature on the Bartesian since we've had it. So because it is dry January, we're going to go ahead and give that feature a try for the first time. Obviously, it's just not pouring up any spirits. There's nothing special about it. But we'll go ahead and follow the trend, follow the masses, and we'll go ahead and pour up these cocktails with and just make them mocktails, and we'll do our review that way. Now, of course, the pods and things, those are the stars of the show. The flavors that Bartesian concocts and put into these pods, those are the real stars of the show. The spirits are going to do what the spirits want to do. You know, they add the fun to it, but the actual real flavors and taste and everything are within the pod. So that shouldn't affect the review or anything like that. But without further ado, you know what it's time for. Let's go ahead and get these pods poured up so we can get them taken down and we'll get our review on. And of course, since we're going to wrap up this series with these final 3 here, not only will we do our review on this, but we'll go ahead and give our grand total rating of the entire gin collection series. And then I'll do my top 3 from their collection, and we'll wrap this one up before we move on to the next spirit. So let's go ahead and get it. All right, so we are back. We got our drinks all poured up, our 3 mocktails for dry January. And apparently we even found somebody along the way who's going to be joining us for this final 3, the final 3 of the gin collection. So over here on the left-hand side, your left-hand side, we've got the Raspberry Ginger Gimlet. Then we've got the Southside, and we've got the Uptown Rocks. And you know what we like to do first. Well, what I like to do, we like to give our visual review, and then get a little whiff, and then we'll go ahead and taste them. So I'll go ahead and do it. Obviously, this is the Raspberry Ginger Gimlet. I mean, it's got a nice, pretty pink color.
It looks like red to me.
Whatever color raspberry is. Raspberry, pink, red, burgundy. Nah, burgundy a little bit darker, but no. This is a nice, pretty color. I like that we've got 3 different ones here. 3 different type of coloring that we got. As far as smell, I mean, obviously, I'm anticipating smelling raspberry and maybe a hint of ginger. Oh yeah.
So the color, this is my favorite color out of all 3 of them. I'm a lightweight drinker. I know there's no liquor in this, but it just looks like it tastes better than the rest. It does definitely smell sweet, like raspberry. I like that.
Yeah, it's like candy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it would have tasted with a little bit of gin in it.
Dry January, baby. Dry January. All right, so that was that one. We go ahead. This one is the Southside. Visually, it looks like lime juice. This one I think is made with some lime juice. The box actually has, I think it's garnished with like a mint leaf or so. So yeah, it's got that off-white tint with a little pinch of green in there. Okay, that doesn't smell like anything. Not to me.
Doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell as good as this one.
Right. And then the smell thing, I mean, I don't know, that's kind of weird because you don't go to the bar. I don't go to the bar and sniff my drink prior to drinking it. I mean, obviously I don't do no review or I don't analyze it or anything like that. I think the whole smell thing came around from some of the other pods when we poured them up, like the Mocha Bliss or the gingerbread cookies. Like when you're pouring them up in the Bartesian, you just smell the
ginger.
Right. You smell all those spices and things like that. So I think that's the only reason why we do the little whiff test. But finally, we've got the Uptown Rocks, and this one has that nice yellow hue to it. It looks like the box. It's over there. It's probably hard to see. It's the one on the far left-hand side. But that's the coloring on the Uptown Rocks.
Different smell.
It had a slight, it had a slight, sweetness. So yeah.
All right.
Now the Uptown Rocks, we actually have tried. Well, I actually have tried that one. Just like with the Great Gatsby, I think this was in some type of a collection. I'm not sure. I don't think it was the Gin collection, but it was in another collection that I've had before. But that was last year sometime, so I don't remember what it tastes like. But that's it. That was our visuals. That was our whiff test.
All right.
Now for the main course. You want to go first?
All right. We'll try this. This is the
raspberry ginger Gimlet. Or Gimlet. How you pronounce that?
I like that. Very, very on the sweet side. That's on the sweet side.
So this one will benefit. Oh yeah. Oh.
Right. I'm curious to see how it will taste with a little bit of gin. That would be probably more for me. I think I would like this with gin, with a little bit of splash of gin, because it's very sweet. Very sweet.
Yeah, the name of it is perfect. It's spot on. I mean, when it first hit the tip of my tongue, I tasted that sweetness of that raspberry, that fruitiness of that raspberry, but going down on the back of your tongue, that's when all that spiciness from that ginger comes in.
Yeah, it's like a kick.
Right, it was like, and then, okay.
That ginger.
So, yeah, I mean, I think putting the gin in there will mellow out a little bit of that sweetness. It'll probably mellow both of those flavors out, because you got two contrasting flavors in that one, the sweet and that spice of that gin. But that's good. I like that. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like two drinks in one. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Actually, that's what would have cleansed my palate. So
Yeah, because you still taste it.
All right, on to the south side. I'm sorry.
Yes. Ladies first.
Man, that Gimlet got me losing my manners.
That's good. I like that.
Okay.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I'm more leaning towards that than this one, because it's more subtle.
Yes.
But it still has that sweetness to it, which is surprising because it didn't smell like anything sweet.
Yeah, I mean, both of those are kind of the same. Where it's like it's two, you taste the two flavors in there. Okay. It was subtle, kind of mellow initially. I forget what else. Lemon juice and mint in that one.
Oh, in that one, okay, I could taste that. Like that.
The mint came through afterwards. So you got that, because mint is very refreshing. You know, it's almost not cleansing, but it's refreshing, and that's what I got going down. Like I said, it had a nice subtleness initially on the first taste, and then you got that pop of mint at the end of it. I think mint is hard to do. I think mint in a pod or some type of cocktail is hard to get right, because nothing beats fresh. Nothing beats fresh.
Right, but you definitely taste it in there, so they did it right.
Right, you definitely taste the mint, but it's mint flavoring, like concentrated. It's hard to explain. Like, if you ever had a mojito or something, a good one, and the bartender, you know what I'm saying, they muddle it and you get all that fresh popness. It's like, not water, but it's like you laying in a waterfall or something. I don't get that with this, but I do taste the mint, and it is pretty good. All right.
Next is Uptown Rocks. All right. Whoa. You got a nice little batch right here.
Hey, you say the best for last.
Right.
These three, minus the sugar plum. The sugar plum is my favorite. Oh yeah.
Right.
That's good.
I like it.
That's good.
I keep changing my favorite.
That's the rankings.
Right. They're all really the high up, you know, higher up.
My ring light went out. You go ahead, keep going.
But I'm definitely feeling all of them. So my rank would be, this is number 1. This surprised me. Number 2 and number 3. But they're all really good.
I missed it. What was 1, 2, and 3?
So I know I keep changing it. And maybe I need to try this one again. But so far this one is my favorite.
Why'd you like that one?
Ooh. I like this one because it's smooth.
Yes.
Like with some gin in it, it wouldn't be overpowering for me because the flavor is there. But you have to put just the right amount. I probably will put mine on light of gin into it, and it will be perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, that one, like she said, that one was smooth. Mm-hmm. That's the one, I'm not sure what all they, well, I mean, it tells like the different juices and things. It says white grape and lime and peach and stuff like that. That one I think probably had the best blend where it all just tastes like one cohesive drink. Those two were good for sure. Yeah. But like I said, you can taste the individual things of it. That's, I mean, I can say, you can say that's a pro and a con. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a pro because it's like, ooh, I got 2 drinks in one, 2 flavors in one. But a con where it's like, okay, I don't know, it's just not, it feels like it's not blended well. With this one, it's like a perfect blend. Like it just tastes like all one cohesive thing. And that was really good.
You're right.
I like that one a lot as well.
Yeah. Like this, like what you were saying, for both of them, you have the sweetness, and then you'll have like this one is the mint, and then this one is the ginger. Like you taste immediately after. So it's a nice, they're nice.
Sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Sweet, refreshing.
Yeah. Perfect.
Right, perfect. All right, so I know it is dry January. You know, we did them without the spirit in there, but it ain't the Bartesian.
What?
It ain't the Bartesian unless you go ahead and put that spirit in. I mean, this one is Seagram's Extra Dry Gin. So, dry's in the word. You want me to just put a splash?
Do a splash. I did not sign up for this.
We'll just do a little splash in there. I mean, this isn't the correct blend. 2 of these drinks are supposed to be shaken, not stirred, but whatever.
Get your little stirred thing.
It's on that. That's probably about the amount of light to medium.
You ain't poured nothing in that one. Do a little bit more.
We don't want to talk. You said you drink that on light.
Yeah.
That's light. We ain't gonna taste none of that in any of these.
You don't think so? Alright. Which one should we start with?
These are pretty strong flavors.
Yeah.
These are pretty strong flavors.
Overpowering. Okay. Which one we're gonna start first?
Free for all now.
Okay, I'm gonna give this one another chance because I thought this one would have been my favorite.
Alright, we go for the Southside.
Perfect. With the gin. See, this I would do more on the regular side, not light, because the
flavors are strong.
Yeah. And you can't even taste it. So this is a sneaker. This will sneak up on you because it's so sweet. You think that you're not even drinking gin, and then you'll get drunk. So yeah, that's the sneaker.
I think the gin mellowed out that initial sweetness at the beginning, and all I really tasted was mint. It's still pretty good, but I think that gin mellowed out that lime or whatever, and I just got mostly mint on that one.
All right, let me try that one. Switch. This is refreshing. I like it. Ooh. See, I did that one number 2.
Okay. Well, real quick before we get to the last one, you prefer that? Which
Over
one?
this.
No. So whatever rating you had that before the gin, is that still the same or is it different?
It's still the same. It's a perfect blend. They outdid themselves with this. This is my go-to pod. When I want to come home from work, take a relaxing drink. This is more summertime, refreshing, coming home, light. And then this one is like, it's very sweet, very sad.
So is your rating still the same with the gin?
Yes,
Okay.
still the same. Still.
Okay. This one still tastes pretty. The flavoring is strong in this one.
Yeah.
Like I said, the spice of the ginger is strong in that one. So even with the gin in there, I think it still kind of did the same thing. I think it mellowed out the raspberry just a little bit. The raspberry is still pretty strong in there as well. But that gin, that spiciness, that's biting your tongue, going all the way down. My ratings will still be the same. We haven't done them yet, but my ratings is still the same.
Okay.
All right, and then the Uptown Rocks with the gin.
Let's see it.
I don't remember the Uptown Rocks tasting like that. I'm not sure what gin I had a year ago with it, but
Perfect.
this Uptown Rocks surprised me.
That one is, I love that one. That one's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, that one could probably use a little bit more gin as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still pretty good.
So that drink, still, my rating's still the same. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Now you give your actual ratings from 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can compare it.
So, all right, let's start with this one. This one I'm gonna give it 8. I'm gonna give this one an 8 just because I think it's good. I like the 2 contrasting flavors. I think it's really well. Without the gin, I mean, it both taste the same. Like I said, for all of them, the gin mellows the flavors out just a little bit. Obviously, if you put it on strong, I wouldn't recommend it on strong.
I might do it on strong.
We might have to try that one.
Right.
We might have to try. Because honestly, just on a side note, I don't think I've tried any pod in the Bartesian on strong that I've liked. Regular is pretty good, but with some, I guess it depends on the type of spirit that you use. But sometimes when this one's strong, it just completely washes a lot of the flavor. And
It uses a lot.
Yeah,
right?
it's not a good blend. Okay, so I mean for this, like I said, 8. I think I gave you my reasons why. 2 contrasting flavors, sweet, spice. It was a nice, pleasant surprise. It smells good, looks good, tastes good. That's an 8. And that's not a perfect score because I like ginger, but it does bite your tongue going down. It gives you some bite, so that's something you might want to eat some fruits or something, cheese or something when you're doing it. The Southside, this one is going to give. I'm giving like a 7, 8. I mean, I liked it. I like mint, but like I said, with me, it's got to be fresh mint.
Okay.
I like fresh mint, mint juleps and stuff like that. I mean, cocktails, pre-made cocktails, they are good, but nothing compares to fresh mint. And it does give you good mint flavor, but it's not fresh. So that's going to get a 7. That's not bad. I still liked it, but I like this one more than that one. And as far as the Uptown Rocks, again, I've had this one and I completely had no clue what it tastes like prior. But this time, this one shocked me. All of them shocked me, but this one really, really shocked me with how smooth and sweet, but kind of subtle at the same time that it was. It had the perfect blend of whatever, white grape and peach and all that. That's sweetness, that peach there. But nah, yeah, this Uptown Rocks was pretty good. This here is going to get. I'm gonna get this one a 9.
Ooh, a 9.
That's good.
It is good. That's definitely up there.
It don't seem like a manly drink. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real sweet, but I mean it's good. I mean that's almost kind of like a wine, almost. Like I could see that bottled in a wine,
Right.
almost kind of sangria, like a little bit.
You're right.
But I mean that's good. That's definitely a summertime. That's a summertime drink for sure. But I don't know. I don't know if am I disrespecting it, but I'm gonna give it a 9.
I mean, you sure are, because that's a 10. That's a 10. Definitely.
I give it a 10. I've been convinced. I give it a 10. I really liked it. I can't think of too many of any cons with that one. I liked it with and without gin in it. It was pretty good. So, real quick, like I said, I'm gonna do an average of all 8 of the pods. We're gonna do the average of them and give our overall rating of Bartesian's gin pod collection. And so we give that score. And then I'll go down and give my top 3 of those. So we have totaled up the averages of all of the 8 pods that we've tried between now and Christmas. And so for Bartesian's gin collection, go ahead, John. I will give their overall collection. The average came out to be 6.75. We'll just go ahead and round that up to a solid 7. So 7. That's pretty good. That's above average for Bartesian's gin collection. We've had wide variety of different gins, different flavors and cocktails and things like that. Some sweet, some mellow, some spicy, some that were terrible, which we would not mention. But yeah, so a solid 7 for Bartesian's gin collection. That's pretty good. So now for my top 3 gin cocktails from Bartesian's gin collection, coming in at number 3, raspberry ginger gimlet. This is one of the final 3 that we tried, and this actually came in top 3. For all the reasons that I mentioned before. I mean, it's got that sweetness, it's got that spice of that ginger. And then when we added some gin, you know, the spirit's going to do what the spirit's going to do. It's pretty, you know, it's something that's attractive that you can look at, and it's something different. I mean, it's got the contrasting, not conflicting, but definitely the contrasting flavors in there, and it's a nice surprise. That one had gotten an overall of an 8, and that came in number 3. Number 2 of my top 3 gin cocktails from Bartesian's gin collection is the Uptown Rocks. Again, one of the final ones that we tried. The Uptown Rocks was just great. I mean, I would try to give it a 9, but I think it deserved a 10 because me and my wife, we both liked it, we both loved it. You know, you got some of that sweetness from the white grape, you got that sweetness from the peach. You know, it's a nice, elegant, sophisticated looking type of drink, and it was smooth. It was real smooth. Even when we added some of the gin to it, it was real smooth. I like that one a lot. And number 1, I think it was no surprise if you had watched the 12 Days of Bartesian video. And it was a surprise when I got that one first time ever trying it. But number 1 had to be the Sugar Plum Fairy cocktail. That one was just great. Again, that was another surprise, something that was also very sweet and very good, very smooth. And that one we actually did mix with the gin. It wasn't a mocktail that we tried to splash a little bit of gin on. We actually did mix that one well. And that one came out perfect. And I think that was probably my favorite pod out of the 12 Days of Bartesian's Advent calendar. So, honestly, that was probably one of the first. Let me not get too far ahead. I was about to say that's probably like the first pod that I really like. You know, there's other pods that I've also liked, which we probably will get to when I do the other spirits as well. But out of the gin, that definitely was the first gin cocktail that I tried that knocked it out of the park for me, and really kind of made me think and open my mind towards gin and what gin can be with the right blends and things like that. So there you have it. That was Go Ahead John's Bartesian's gin collection review of all of their gin pods, the overall rating, and my top 3 pods from the gin collection. As I mentioned, I will continue on with this series with each of the spirits. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do next. I was trying to say whiskey because I'm pretty sure whiskey's going to have some of my favorite ones in there. So I was trying to say that for last, but I don't know. I might jump right into that next. Who knows? But Again, this has been your man, Go Ahead John. Thank you for watching. Come on back to us. Got more Bartesian reviews coming up. If you enjoy watching them, I've definitely enjoyed making them. So stick with us. Come on back, and we'll keep this thing rolling. So until the next time, have a good one.